Yeah, so I was going to go live this afternoon, but then everything changed. So I've been to the pub and I've had a couple of pints, and I'm now chilling in the room with the chest, a bad chest. So I'm in London for the Battle of Ideas, and I've never been before, so I'm really looking forward to that. I think my head's going to be battered. It really is going to be battered at the end of it, because it's just like jam-packed all weekend. I think I'm going to make a cup of tea, and because I'm not at work, that means that I can get up and put the kettle on while I'm doing me live. So I've managed to get a nice little room just for one person. Is the bathroom? No, the light's not on. So I did have a couple of people come on me live before, and then I stopped it, and they haven't come back, so I'm hoping they're gonna come back. Which way's cold? Is that cold? I think it must be. Just filling the kettle up. I've brought some herbal confusion with me. Oh, I've got 2 people on the live. Good. Hello. Yeah, it'd be good if you could chat with me in the comments, because that'll make it better. So yeah, herbal confusion's just nice tea. Like, I've got this calm one, or I've got sweet dreams. I'm not sure which one I'll have. I'm in a hotel. I think I'll have sweet dreams. Hang on a minute, I'm going to put you down while I open the tea bag. Oh, this is fun, isn't it? I didn't mean to come live and then start making a cup of tea, but there you go. Excuse me. Oh, just had a notification on my phone that that's a boiling frog, because you hear that, it's really loud. That he's commented on my Facebook. Hi, young woman. Hello. I think I might need the big light on, because it's oh, I've got 18 people on. Where did they all come from? Did you come just to watch us make a cup of tea? Oh dear. I think I've got the trolls on. They're trying to chat me up. I'm not here for that. So I'm just making a cup of tea because my chest is a little bit hello from India. Oh dear, I think I do need me moderators today. Oh dear me. You have a wife? Well, that's good, because I've got a husband. But I'm not that young. Anyway, my plans changed, and I was going to do some sightseeing this afternoon in London, but my plans changed, and my friend decided that she was going to come out. So we've been to the pub, we had some food, and then I needed some ice lolly, so I could only get a 4-pack, so I managed to eat 3 of them myself, because I was just so warm. Very hot. But yeah, so I'm in the hotel room, and I've got the air conditioner on full, because I'm just so warm today. Very, very warm. I'm wondering if any of me usual people will come on and talk to me. I'm just going to unplug that. I don't know what alu kagi means. Sorry. Maybe I should come on in the evening more often, because I've got more people coming on to say hello. Although there was 18 people before, and now there's only 5, and it's probably because I'm just not really saying anything, am I? So I'm just making me a cup of tea, and hopefully I'll get some people on. I'm new, but I'm going to be a regular. Oh, do you like women's rights? Do you, Grind? You love me? Oh dear me. Crikey. Hello. I've got a message. I finished making me a cup of tea. Got me a message that's held in review. Hey, sexy. Well, I'm not sexy. I'm like a middle-aged woman, but there you go. Okay. Is your channel about women's rights? Yes, it is. It's about, experiences of women, and because I stood in the election for the Party of Women last year, and that was about women's sex-based rights even. But I'm in London. I'm not usually in London because I don't live there. I live up north, and I've come on the train to London because it's the Battle of Ideas Festival run by the Academy of Ideas, and I'm going to that with my friend, and I'm going to really enjoy that, so that's good. You're 57. Good. I'm a bit younger than that. My husband's a bit younger than that as well. So I've come back to my hotel room, and I'm just going to chill because we're going to get up early in the morning, and like 6 o'clock for the Battle of Ideas Festival, and then Sunday as well, so it's going to be a full on weekend. And I don't usually come on live on an evening. I usually come on in the afternoon. But I didn't come on last week because I had loads going on. Hiya Paul. Thank God you've arrived. I think I've got some interesting characters in the chat who all think I'm sexy and stuff, so hoping you can deal with them because I'm on my phone and it's not so easy to moderate on my phone. So as I was saying, I just saw your comment on Facebook, but I don't know what you've written because I was on my live. So I'm hoping that there was a couple of regulars who came on before, and I did it that way, but my arm was aching after like 30 seconds, so I stopped it and changed it to this way because it's going to be easier for us to hold it, just because I'm not at my desk today. So yeah, I didn't come on last week because all hell's broken loose in the care business, and so I haven't really had any sort of it's been quite stressful. But also the time that I was going to go live last week, I got called away and to deal with something, so I couldn't come on. And then I knew I was going to be here today, so I was going to do the live when I arrived, but then my friend said that she was available earlier than I thought she was going to be, so like I say, we've been to the pub and killing ourselves laughing, and then I was really hot and I just needed ice cream, so we've been looking for a shop and the only ice cream I could find was a pack of 4. Paul's going to Let Women Speak in Oxford tomorrow. It's going to be lively. Tomorrow I thought it was Sunday. Have I got that wrong? Oh, maybe it is Saturday. Oh. Yeah, I hope the boys behave. They're going to be naughty, aren't they? I don't know, Grind. I've got no idea why there's a 1 next to your username. I haven't done anything with it. So it looks like I've only got 2. Like it went from 18 to 2. I haven't even started talking properly yet. But yeah, things have really been going on in the world, haven't they? Like Tommy Robinson, what the hell's going on with him? Like that court case, I was watching that. I don't know if anybody else in the chat was watching what happened at Tommy Robinson's court case, but oh my god, they've really cocked up, haven't they? And then they're still making lies up about it, even though it's like blatant. You can just go on the internet and find out what happened. Oh dear. So yeah, my chest's really bad because next to my office they've had a digger, like a thing grinding up the road, and like it's really affected my chest and everything. But I'm really hot, so I've got the air conditioning as like cold as I can get it, which is lovely after me 3 ice lollies. Well, I enjoyed them and they cooled me down, so I'm really pleased, because I always get it wrong when I come to London. Because like I asked my friend what the weather was like, and she was like, oh, it's mild, I'm gonna have to put my winter coat on. So I brought my coat, I put my tights on. My friend's from Australia and she calls them stockings, but they're not, the tights. They're definitely not stockings, the tights. So I've been, my tights, my cardigan and my coat, which I managed to fit in my suitcase, so that's good, so I didn't have to carry it. But oh my god. And drama with me travel again. So got up this morning, my train was at 5 to 11, so I had plenty of time, and I took my time getting ready, and I was like, right, leave an hour for the metro to get to Newcastle, because it only takes half an hour. But give myself an extra half hour just in case. And the flipping metro broke down, didn't it? Jesus. So it broke down at Haymarket, which was like 2 stops before I was going to get off. Grind, are you male or female? You're going to a women's march. Are you a woman? So I had to walk from Haymarket to Central Station, and that's from one end of Newcastle to the other. And I don't know if you know Newcastle, it's not that big, but it's about a 15-minute walk, and I only had 20 minutes, so I managed to make my train, but I didn't have any time at all to get a drink or some food or anything on the train. I just looked up what platform it was, and it was platform 6, so it was right on the other end of the station. I literally got on the platform and the train pulled up. So I had no drinks or anything with us, so I had to wait for them to come round with a trolley. And thankfully they did, and I had a cup of tea. I'm a male. The march was about ensuring police protect women from violence at night. Yeah, okay. I think I've heard of that. So yeah, that was a bit stressful. So I was hurrying again, and then I got hot. So the Battle of Ideas, Paul, it's a festival, and it's taking place in Church House. It's which is in the heart of Westminster, and it's a festival with lots of speakers and panels. And if you go on the internet, you'll be able to see last year's, because I did watch some sessions. Claire Fox chairs some of the... Claire Fox is quite heavily involved, I think. And if you don't know, Claire Fox is a member of the House of Lords, and she's one of the few really good members of the House of Lords. She gets on the internet and explains things and stuff. There are going to be some feminists here, like Julie Bindel, Kathleen Stock, Jo Bartosh. I'm just looking as well, and there's other women who are and men who are well known as well. So I'll just have a look, see if I can recognise. I think Alistair Donald. I think I recognise his name, but I'm not sure. And then we've got Suzanne Evans. I think I know her name, but I'm not sure. Kevin Rooney. I think I know him from Lockdowns. Alan Miller. I think he's from Together. Rosie Duffield. Baroness Hoy. She sounds important, but I don't know who she is. Who else? Don't recognise any of that. I'm just looking through the brochure because I've got a list of all the things. So I'm starting with the people. Yeah, Maeve Halligan. So she's one of Connie Shaw's friends, one of the Young Turfs, and obviously Connie Shaw's going to be here as well. Cara Dansky's coming. She's on the lineup. Maya Forster is on the lineup. Baroness Cash, I don't know who she is. Charlie Winstanley, I feel like I know that name, but I'm not sure how. Peter Whittle, I know him. New Culture Forum. Andrew Doyle, Alison Pearson, and Tanya Grunwald is going to do a live podcast. There's also Stephanie Davies Airy, or however you pronounce that. Just loads of names. So here's some of the sessions. So can we fix the dysfunctional state? That's an interesting one. I want to go to that one. Free speech in Trump's America. Podcast Live, The Lesbian Project, Lesbian Lives and Beyond. EU in crisis. Will the Eurocrats survive? Probably not. I think that the European Union's going to collapse. What do you think? And hello Mel. That sounds fantastic. I think it was mentioned in the FSU email. Hope you report back. Yeah. Like, I've brought my camera because I was thinking about vlogging it, but I think I'll just, I don't think I will, because I think I'll just be focused on the sessions. I think it'll be too investing. Another session. So should 16-year-olds have the vote? Definitely not. So I don't want to go to that one because I've already made my mind up. Maybe I should go to the ones I've already made my mind up on though. Ploughing on, the state of British farming. So it would have been good if we had what's his name on that one. I can't remember his name. The one, Jeremy Clarkson. Is that the right name? Just report on anything interesting. Yeah, I will. I'll do it in my live. I'll probably forget everything though. I've got a brain like a flipping sieve at the minute. Honestly, it just doesn't work. I've had my leggings on back to front. I'm doing stupid things. It's that time of life, isn't it? Misinformation, the media and the fight for truth. Well, they're losing, aren't they? So I'm not going to go to that one probably. True crime, why is it popular and is it ethical? Yeah, I don't like watching crime stuff. What about you? Like, everyone does seem to like watching it, but like sometimes I'll watch stuff that's happened in the past, like Fred West and all that, but I'm not a big fan of that sort of thing, especially if they're described in gruesome detail. Who's afraid of the populist revolt? I really want to go to that one. They are really shitting themselves, aren't they? But then there's another one at the same time, a competing one that I think will be interesting as well. Well, there's quite a few. FaceTime, the pros and cons of the burger ban. What do you think? Do you think we should ban the burger? Because I started off thinking, no, we are a liberal democracy. or whatever we are. We're a democracy. I'm not sure I should go around banning things, but actually the more I think about it, it's too nuanced what me actual views are. Um, and I don't think you can campaign to like discourage women from wearing them. Either you ban them or you just shut up. So podcast live, the Spiked podcast, latest in politics, free speech and the culture war. That one's with Andrew Doyle. The EU is so embedded in Europe it is unlikely to collapse, but globalisation has made it irrelevant. That's interesting. I've not thought about it like that before. Yeah. Can Trump bring peace to the world? Well, he already is, isn't he? Much to the... Well, the left are really upset about it, aren't they? Tax on private schools, social justice or spite? Well, it's definitely spite, isn't it? It's not freaking social justice. I think a few years ago I wouldn't have been bothered about that, but I've listened to why it's important to have private schools and change your mind. Why is my energy bill so high? Well, I don't need to go to a session on that because I already know it's because of net zero and because they haven't got a flipping clue what they're doing with energy. They just keep stopping. They don't have a good plan, do they? The rise of the workplace speech police. So I'm quite interested in that one as well. Although it's not something that I have to worry about that much. Although during the lockdowns I did get reported, I got denounced to CQC because I was going to the marches in London because I didn't think it was a good idea to lock down the country, and lo and behold I was right. But my staff, the carers, went to CQC and anonymously reported me for going, and I was actually trying to look after them. But that's where we're heading, isn't it? Everybody telling on everybody else. Oh, I'm going to have to turn the blowers down because it's getting a bit too cold now. Didn't think I would manage that. Right, what else? Shall I keep telling you about these? Are you finding it interesting or not? Because if I just read them all out, it might just be a bit too much. Oh, Dusty, you're in the restaurant too loud. See you tomorrow. Yeah, I didn't think you'd be able to watch. Palestine action to ban or not to ban? Well, is that just the group or is that the marches, do you think? I think that's like a group. These are the lunchtime ones, so this is just the Saturday morning that I've got through so far. Then there's another podcast live with the Booking Club with Jack Aldean. Kafka's The Trial, 100 Years On. No idea what that's about. Some of it sounds quite heavy. It does, doesn't it? And this is like fun over the weekend. Oh dear me. Oh yeah, Andrew Gold's going to be here as well. The battle over money, gold, Bitcoin and geopolitics. Yeah, I'm not really interested in that. My husband probably would be, but I'm not. Venice Allen is going to be doing schools out, the rise of home education. I'm quite interested in that. If I had children who were small now, I would be seriously considering taking them out of school because it's just like they've just felt bits, haven't they? Activist teachers and all sorts. China's Trump card, rare earths and geopolitics. I don't really understand that either, so I won't be going to that one. Maybe I should though. Maybe I should go to the ones I don't understand. I think I'll find it boring though. Deep fakes, the media's new challenge. I wonder if that's about like yeah, people just can just make stuff up with AI, can't they? What's next for the young right? Well, I didn't even know there was a young right until just like before the election, the general election last year. There was the reform launch, and it was in a small town where I work, Wallsend. Excuse me. And so I decided to go to it. And there was loads of young men. I couldn't believe it. So I didn't realise. Um, although me son's quite he doesn't like the left at all. He's really into Jordan Peterson and tidy your room. It's a shame he didn't tidy his room though when he was little, and he still doesn't really. Although he's in the army, so he's better. But excuse me. Oh, that chest. GB News, Free Speech Nation with Josh Howie is going to be on with Cara Dansky, so I'd like to go and see that one. No, I didn't vote for Labour the last election. I stood in the election for Party of Women. I was a candidate and I voted for myself. So no, there's no way on this earth I would vote for Labour. And I didn't vote Conservative or Reform. Hello, Working Class Patriot. I've seen your channel as well. Yeah, it's really good. So I'm just talking about the Battle of Ideas because I'm in London and I'm going to that. So yeah, so that's just some of the sessions, and that's just Saturday. And Sunday, I think Lindsay Smith's going to be here as well. She told me because her cafe is around the corner from my house, so I often go to that. Yeah, I voted for myself. It was a brilliant experience. So I went to Lindsay's cafe last Saturday because I wanted a cup of tea, and she told me she was coming to the Battle of Ideas as well. Yes, I've got a website. Um, she told me she was coming and she's on a panel, but I can't see her on the brochure, so I'm not sure which one she's going to be on. But she said it was something to do with Saudi Arabia in sport. You'll vote for me if I run again. Only if you live in my constituency, though, Grind. Don't think you probably don't live in my constituency, so you probably can't vote for me. And yeah, I'm not sure if I will run again. We'll see. Digital ID. So this is the Sunday. Digital ID, privacy versus safety. I don't think there's any safety from having digital ID personally. Don't know what you think, but I can't see how it's going to be safe at all. And there's a session from Bud Light to Jaguar, brands caught in the culture wars. Yeah, you're not up north, so probably not in your constituency. No, I stood in a constituency called Tynemouth. It has had Alan Campbell, who's Labour, in as MP since 1997, and he's still in. But it was really good fun going up against him in the hustings and calling out some of the things he said about reform. No, I'm in England. I live in England, northeast England, not far from Newcastle. And then Tanya de Grunwald's going to be doing a This Isn't Working podcast live. And she's been on my podcast, so I'm going to go to that. It's going to be really good. But she's on at the same time as Andrew Doyle on the end of Woke, so I'm going to miss him. But yeah, digital ID is scary. I just don't want it, and I don't think it'll come in because they can't bring it in because nobody wants it. Yeah, I signed a petition as well. Governments have a very long history of not being trusted with IT. Yeah, I used to call the NHS app during the COVID thing. I can't remember what you called it. We actually call it, but I called it trick and trap. Oh, it was called track and trace, wasn't it? I called it trick and trap. And I avoided using it as much as possible. Yeah, they can't do digital ID. This is England, not North Korea. Well, it feels like North Korea at the minute, doesn't it? Which is why I'm coming to the Battle of Ideas. I think it'll be really interesting. Yeah, Stella O'Malley's coming. Sonia Sodher as well. I don't know if I've pronounced her name right, but I see her on Twitter all the time. Tracy Edwards, is she an athlete? Not sure. After the Supreme Court, the end of trans ideology. So yeah, and Julia Long's gonna be on Sunday. Damsels in Distress, the women's safety dilemma. Oh, sorry about the coughing. My chest's really bad. It's only when I talk. Oh, human rights, scupper and democracy. I would say so. Because of immigration, isn't it? They put the immigrants before the actual people that they should be looking after. So yeah, so those are some of the sessions. I've gone through quite a lot. It was really interesting because the hotel I'm staying at, I'll not tell you which one it is. You need more custard. Yeah, I think I do. I really wanted sticky toffee pudding and custard after me food in the pub, and they didn't have a dessert menu, so I had to go looking for ice cream. And I ended up with 4 round trees ice lollies because I couldn't get one, had to have 4, so my friend had one and I ended up having the other 3. So yeah, I'm a bit full now. Hopefully my tea's cool enough to drink. Anyway, yeah, there was, so I'm in a hotel and it's got an annex, which is where I am, in like the annex, and somebody took me to show me where the room is because it's in a different building, and so on the way he was asking me where I'd come from. Have I come far? So I was telling him, and I was telling him why I was here, and he'd never heard of it. He was going, oh, it was a science convention. And I was like, oh, is there? Like, I'm not interested in science. I wasn't even interested in politics until a few years ago, until I realised how awfully terrible it is. Yeah, about 2016, I realised how awfully terrible the state of politics was, and I thought it was a waste of my time, like, thinking about it, because it just felt hopeless. Like, the government weren't listening, they all seemed rubbish, and lots of people I knew who were quite middle class, lived locally, slagged off people who voted for Brexit. Now, I didn't vote for breakfast. Breakfast? I didn't vote. Oh, I can't even speak. I must be getting tired. Let's put it this way, I voted Remain. But the reason that I voted Remain was because I just didn't understand the counter argument, because nobody put it across well. And but my husband voted Brexit. He voted Leave. And now it's quite a few years later, isn't it? It's like, is it 9 years? Goodness, it's ages. So now I do know about it, and if there was another vote, I would vote Leave, definitely. And I think I would just do that just to piss all the politicians off, but also because, like, we haven't take plenty of snacks and custard. What, to the event? Can't do that. God, everyone's obsessed with custard now. um. Oh dear. What was I saying? Can't remember. Oh yeah, because they haven't done Brexit, have they? Which is what I said in the hustings. They didn't really like it. But, oh God. Hey, it's dead funny, this live thing. So I've only got 2 people on now. But before I had 18 when I first came on. And now I've only got 1. You just, yeah, I don't normally go live at this time. So I think probably people are not expecting it. Or busy. Oh, it's gone back up to 3. You'll be known as the custard lady. Oh my God. God, I should have like talked about something a bit more upmarket or something, like blancmange, semolina. Nah, custard's much better than any of that. So yeah, anyway, I was talking about Lindsay before, so she's coming, and I was meant to be meeting her later, but I think I'm just gonna go to sleep because I'm so tired. Like, what time is it? Let me have a look. 20 to 8. Yeah, she's not even getting here until the earliest 8 o'clock, and I'm already in my hotel room ready for sleep because I'm just so tired. I had chocolate ice cream for afters this evening, and now don't brag. No, I really wanted a Magnum, but I could only buy a pack of 3, and I was with my friend, so there would have been a spare one. And Magnums are really rich, so there was no way I was going to be able to eat 2 Magnums. So I settled for the ice lollies, which were refreshing, and I did enjoy them. Yeah, so I think I'm going to have an early night, and then I'm meeting my friend in the morning, and we're going to go for... She doesn't want breakfast, but I do. Or Brexit. I like Brexit. Breakfast and Brexit. I remember, right, at the time of Brexit, believe it or not, I got evicted from my business office. I can't even remember why now. I think I fell out with a woman who was who worked for the organisation because she went in a huff. And yeah, the relationship went a bit pear shaped, and they ended up giving me an eviction, and I just really didn't want to be there. So I moved out in a short space of time, and I rented this other place in Wallsend Town Hall, and it was like it was supposed to be like a co-working space, but I was the only one using it. So I had this big room all on my own with loads of desks, and they just had these massive screens, massive TVs, and all it was pumping out was BBC, Brexit, and Trump. And I wasn't really awake back then, not like I am now. So it was quite yeah. I didn't really understand that the BBC was full of propaganda. Although I did wonder why they were just talking about that all the time. So I was going on about BBC Trexit, that's what I called it, because it was Trump and Brexit. So I combined and said Trexit. It's BBC Trexit. Yeah, that was an interesting time. And then I moved to North Shields. And then the woman who I fell out with, like, moved into the office next to it where I'd moved into. I couldn't believe it. So I decided to move again, and I moved to where I am now, and I've been there since 2018, I think. So yes, I'm having my herbal confusion, and I call it that because that's what Annie calls it, because she accidentally called it that. It was meant to be herbal infusion, but she said herbal confusion by accident. So we'll now call it that. So, what are you all doing this evening, other than watching me chuntering on the video, because Paul's saying have a good weekend, Kelly. I certainly will. And Mel's saying you need plenty of sleep before all those sessions. I think I do. Yeah, and because I had 2 pints this afternoon, I feel sleepy now. It always makes us want to go to sleep early, really. So are you doing anything interesting? There's just stuff going on in the world, isn't it? It makes you really depressed. Like, yeah, and my conspiracy theory friends are all saying that something awful's going to happen soon because the price of gold and silver is going up so much. So they reckon that it's going to be bad. So that's not good, is it? Anyway, I think I might stop because I am really sleepy, and I've put the big light on so you can see me, but it's annoying us. Can I turn it off from here? Oh yes, that's better. It's not for you, it's better for me. Why does me numbers keep going up and down? Are people really leaving and coming back? Or was it just pretending? Yeah, I think so. I'm probably going to go now because I haven't really got very much to talk about other than, I don't know, I can't think of anything to talk about. So hello Uda, you've just joined and I was just on about leaving and finishing it because Uda, I'm in London this weekend at the Battle of Ideas. Prince Andrew chucked out. What's he been chucked out of? Have I heard about that? I think I might have, you know. I don't think my feed shows me very much stuff. You've been out weeding and moving plants around the garden. Excellent. He's been chucked out of the royal family. Oh, crikey. Oh, yes, because didn't Prince William say, well, that's got nothing to do with Andrew, but he said that he wouldn't have Harry's kids, Lilibet and Archie, having royal duties or something. Well, I'm not that bothered. I think the royal family are a bit rubbish, if you ask me, to be honest. The Queen was alright, I suppose. But, yeah, I'm not a big fan of... Definitely not Prince Charles. Oh, he's not the prince anymore, though. He's the king. Yeah, I don't really like him. I've got a friend who has a massive crush on him. I'm just like, really? Oh, dear me. He's given up all of his titles. Yeah, I don't think I've done a good job of curating me algorithm on this channel. I think I had a bit more of a varied algorithm on my other channel, on my other account. But when I made this one, it's just easier to use this to watch stuff as well. So yeah, I need to train it a bit better, I think. Oh yeah, I was going to talk about a trans widow who's been in touch with me. I think she wants me to do a video about like using her voice because I don't think she can do it in her own name, and so it will be. So she is divorced. There are children involved, young children, but it's quite new, so she's certainly not ready to talk on camera. Like, you know, all of the trans widows who've been on the channel, they've all They're all like 30 years past what's happened to them. And that seems to be the time that they feel okay to talk about it properly. Um, but of course, she I haven't forgotten about you, Uta. I am gonna ask her again about that, but I think I have to just tread carefully. Do you know what I mean? It's a sensitive thing. But actually, if you've got a list of questions that I could just give to her, would that be a good way of doing it? I think she might do that. Hello, Alison. Sorry you're late. Oh, well, I don't usually do them in the evening, so it's nice to have you here. I've been on for like 45 minutes and I was going to wind it up and then everyone's to come. All my regulars have joined us. But I was just saying before, I've got a really bad chest because they've been digging outside my office again, and the dust in the office is really so she has left the relationship, but it's just being called, like all the usual stuff is happening when she says stuff, so she can't cope with the backlash if she speaks out publicly. I don't think she's not ready for it anyway. But yeah, I can maybe pass the questions on. So, what are you up to, Alison? Are you doing anything good? Anything interesting? We're just I've been talking about the battle of ideas. It's hard because of the children. You're supposed to help them affirm the cuckoo father and assuage their grief. I don't know if I've said that right, but yeah, that's not happening at the minute. The like, I don't want to say too much because I don't want to give away like too much information because I don't have permission to talk about her. Like, I think she wants to come out, but I haven't clarified exactly what is happy for me to say, so I don't want to give anything away. And but yeah, the child isn't being told anything. Children aren't being told anything yet, so it's just a bit odd. Yeah, Alison, I'm in London and the Battle of Ideas event is coming up this weekend. That's why I'm here. So yeah, it's gonna be a full-on weekend. So I'm in my hotel room. I'm gonna yeah, the kids don't know. I'll maybe send you an email and like just, you know, do it a bit privately. Tell you a bit more information. Yeah, the Battle of Ideas is, oh yeah, hot shower might help with the breathing. That's true. Didn't think of that. It'll be temporary though. I'm not sure if don't think I've brought my salt pipe, which would help as well, but I have brought me Vicks, so that'll help. Um, yeah. Thank you, Alison. How exciting. I hope your cough ends soon. It's just when I talk, so tomorrow I'll be listening. I won't be talking, so it'll be fine. Um, it was quite bad on the train after I rushed because I had to get from Haymarket to Central Station, which is about a 15-minute walk, and I only had 20 minutes after the metro broke down. So, yeah, it was a bit bad after that as well. So it's like when I do exercise, and then if I talk too much, actually, yeah, I've got my Vicks in here. need to get my Vicks out so I can breathe. Yeah. See? Vicks vapor rub. And I just need to take the lid off. Oh, that's better. Sometimes when I try and go to sleep, I get blocked up, so I always bring me Vicks with us. So thankfully I had some in my bag. That's better. I can breathe now. Yeah, so that clears the airways and then I can breathe. But yeah, it might be nice to have a shower before I go to bed. I've brought a book. It is because I don't often find it difficult to concentrate on books. But I've got this. I don't know if you can see it. It is As Nature Made Him, The Boy Who Was Raised as a Girl by John Colapinto. And I think it was on a live that someone recommended that I read it. It was certainly on my YouTube channel, so I've bought a second-hand copy of it off Amazon. I brought that to read. It's a New York bestseller. Well, yeah, Alison, you recognise that cover. It might have been you that recommended it, I'm not sure. Can't remember who it was, but somebody on my channel did recommend it. Paul, that's not very nice. Stop talking, God. How can I stop talking if I'm doing a live? But then I was going to stop, and then like all my regulars came on, founders, except Annie. When I go to say goodbye, that's when Annie will pop up and go, hello. That's what she usually does. Alison saying it wasn't me. Yeah, somebody did recommend it, but I can't remember who it was. You know, I talk to that many people now. I lose track. But yeah. So, it's very quiet, which is good. Hopefully it'll stay like that all night. But I'm down in the basement. So that's funny. Yeah, I didn't think you could get hotel rooms for one, but that's what I managed to get for the weekend. So that was good, because usually you end up paying for a double room, even when it's only you. But this weekend I managed to get a room for one. Did you know that you could get a room for one? So it's just got a single bed, but yeah, it's just a nice size. It's not too small. It's a bit of a mess though, so I'm not going to show you around. I did a little bit of a video before, just to show Ian, that's my husband, where I was staying, and he was like, oh, it's quite nice. Yes, that's unusual, especially for London. Yeah, Alison, I thought it was as well. I don't think I've ever seen that. Like, so I was going to get a double room and then invite my friend to stay, even though she lives in London. But she did that last time I was here. We stayed at Canary Wharf. What was that for? Oh yeah, so we went to the Women's Safety Initiative concert thing, which Harry from the Lotus Eaters was playing in his band. And then the next day it was Let Women Speak, so Marilyn stayed with me for that. Although last time I was in London for Let Women Speak, I just came for the day, but the time before that when I stayed over, yeah, that was good. I had a canny room. Yeah, so I'm getting up at 6 o'clock on a Saturday as well, you know. So I'm getting up and going straight in the shower at 6 o'clock. Oh, hello, Annie. I was just talking about you. Oh, I've missed you again, she says. Do you know what I just said? I said, when I start saying goodbye, Annie'll come on. Sure enough. But I haven't started saying goodbye yet, so but I am almost finished because I've been waffling on. or for like, well, nearly, yeah, 55 minutes. And I did a few um, non-starters first, but I knew you'd come on at the end. You need to get your notifications sorted out. So at the beginning of the video, I put the kettle on and I made a herbal confusion. And yeah, so I'm in my hotel room and I'm gonna get an early night because I went to the pub this afternoon with Marilyn and we had some lunch, although it was about 4 o'clock, and I had 2 pints, so I'm sleepy now, and I've got to get up early in the morning so that I can have breakfast. So the room's okay. It's not as good as some of the ones that we've had, but I managed to get a room for one. So I've just got a single bed and a TV, and I've got air conditioning, and yeah, I've got a little desk thing, but there's no mirror. There's never a bloody mirror above the, like, where you sit, like at the desk. Like, that's where I need a mirror to, like, do my makeup. There's a mirror in the wardrobe though, opposite me, which I don't want to see myself. Like, nobody wants to see themselves when they're lying down in bed, do they? You're walking the dog, yeah. And the bathroom's quite nice. Um, it is too small to fit 2 beds in, but yeah, it's good. But because it's only for one, it was a lot cheaper than having like some of the other hotel rooms. Like some of them were like £1,000 for 2 nights. I was like, what? There's some really expensive ones when I was looking. So I don't know if it's cheaper um if you look in advance, like it is with trains. Not sure. Alison's saying, be glad there's no mirror on the ceiling above the bed. I'm just gonna check. No, there definitely isn't. Thank goodness. I definitely don't want to see myself when I'm trying to go to sleep. Um, yeah. But yeah, the hotel looks okay. Um, it's not as nice as the Novotel at the Canary Wharf. That was canny posh. And the one that me and Annie stayed in, that was canny posh. Do you get breakfast? I do if I pay £13 odd extra. So I think we're probably just going to go to Weatherspoons because you know what you're getting. And last time, the breakfast I had at Canary Wharf was a bit shit. It had spicy beans, which I didn't really like. But we'd been looking for somewhere to have breakfast for quite a long time, and we just ended up going there in the end. So no, I'm getting up early at 6 o'clock, then I'll get ready. It'll probably take us about an hour to get ready, and then I'm meeting Marilyn at Weatherspoons for breakfast. She doesn't want any breakfast, but I do. So if I have a full English in the morning, I probably won't need to have any lunch. So, and then I'll just have something after the festival. I think that's probably the best thing to do. Because otherwise my stomach will start rumbling, and like the break for lunch, like on a working day, it gets to 12 o'clock and I'm ravenous and I want me dinner. And this is kind of like a working day, so if I have my full English, hopefully it'll be like any other Saturday. I don't usually have lunch on a Saturday, but when I'm up early, yeah, like for work, yeah, it might work out like that. I don't know. Anyway, I've rattled on for an hour, so I'm going to wind it up now, I think, because you'll be sick of listening to me waffling on and croaking and coughing. Yeah, and I think I'll have a bit of a shower and get my pyjamas on, go to sleep. So, yeah. But thank you for coming. Like, when I first came on, I thought I was just going to have loads of trolls because they were calling me he's sexy and stuff. But I think they've all gone now, so that's good. Sleep well, enjoy your event tomorrow. Thank you, Alison. I will, and I hope you all sleep well too. And that's an hour that I've been talking, so yeah, I definitely need to stop now, don't I? How do I stop? Alright, yes. Right. See you later. Hopefully I'll come on maybe it's next week and talk a bit more again. And I might have some more interesting stuff to talk about. Who knows? Yeah, maybe I'll talk to you about the festival if I can remember anything. I'll probably need to make notes if I want to do that. Anyway, see you later. Bye.